Thursday morning, and yesterday was great. Yesterday was had the lows and the highs, but it definitely had the highs. Let's start with the lows, where my daughter did not qualify for the 200-meter final. She finished 14th overall. Just didn't finish the race. A lot of circumstances involved in that. Now, I mean circumstances. I mean, just performance stuff. Just technically it didn't finish. That's the word. Tired, the humidity, the heat, the sun. It was a rough acclimation yesterday going out there into that Florida humidity and heat. And, we did some things to prepare for it. And I think it was kind of, my opinion is, and the opinion of a lot of the coaches out there shares, like the kids have been trained pretty well for this stuff, but it was up here. A lot of them felt like they couldn't cope, and it had kind of, when they went out there mentally, they were distracted by the conditions and instead of focusing on what they could do. And that being said, across the board with the team, the 200 went fairly well. I mean, come down here and you're off your best time in the event that you're not your best event by a little over a half a second, and that's the difference between making the podium and finishing 14th. And that's pretty much what happened. If she had run her personal record, she'd have finished fourth or fifth in the semis and qualified to move on to the finals. So there are a lot of our other athletes did get out yesterday. I see B2 taking a walk down there. A lot of our athletes did get out yesterday and performed well. They didn't make the finals in the 200 except for one, Malachi Finch, made the finals in the 200. But I can think of two of them got PRs in their 200, which that's fantastic for them. Both of them in their first year running. And both of them came down, and this is their first national level meet. And they responded by PRing. And this is a great place to come down and finish the year with your best time in that event. So we're very proud of them for that. They should feel really good about themselves for that. And they did. That's the good thing on that. So all thing in that being said, if that's the low point of the day, all of us will take that every time. So then there was a weather delay, which was to be expected to happen. Kids got it. We didn't leave the premises. Went back to the car, sat in the air conditioning, kind of let the get kids a chance to mentally regroup. And when the delay was up, we got to go back out, do another good warm up, get them mentally ready because we had 8 athletes running a 4x1 relay. Our 11 and 12 girls running with the 12 relay team, and our 13, 14 girls running in the 14s relays. And to kind of give a little back insight into that, the 11-12s it was believed all year long that they would come down here and have a chance to not only just compete in the relay, but have a chance to actually finish in the top 3. And that possibility is still there. They finished 5th and qualified into the relay final. They ran well, and now that they got that one underneath them out there, they get a chance to go back out on Saturday and run in the final and perhaps improve on that performance. The 13, 14s were not quite as favored. They've been solid all year long in Virginia, They're the third best team in Virginia. Um, the team that one of the teams that they saw frequently in Virginia is a team with three 14-year-olds and one 13-year-old, and they won Adidas Nationals in the outdoor meet a few weeks ago. So we know they're one of the top teams, and we've seen them stack up against them a few times, and it's like, they're not getting killed by these girls. So we know they have a chance to go out there and perform nationally and do well. We were talking about maybe a top 10 finish for that team if they hit a new PR. In fact, yesterday they did. We think, we gotta check. There's some disagreement if they PR'd or not, but they did finish eighth and they qualified for the finals. So the 13-14 team that we have will run on Saturday in the relay finals and get a chance to be All Americans as well, which, as I've like to say, this is what we came down here for. Kind of go back on that insight with that 13-14 team. There are no 14-year-olds on that team. These are all girls that are currently 13 or currently 12 and won't turn 13 until December. So in fact, they're running against girls that are mostly 14-year-olds. Some will be 15 in January and February. So, what they've been in that regard, they're good, but they've been punching above their weight all season long in that relay. So as a team, organization, we're really excited about how they'll do next year through indoor, transitioning into outdoor, because we're going to be moving one or two of those 12-year-olds up into that 13 team, and it looks to substantially improve them. As I've been kind of telling my daughter, I was like, I would not want to race against Shaw next year. So that's the high of the day yesterday. We're off today. We don't have a lot going on. Trying to figure out. The kids are tired. They're knocked out. Some of them are over there doing a 400s a day, which I'm not going to make it. It looks like I would like to go just to witness and support our 11-year-old 400-meter runner, which is one of the best in the country. She has a chance to go out there and win the whole thing as well. And but that traffic that's going on over there right now, absolutely bonkers. Let me talk about that a little bit. This is a high school that's right across the street from Universal Theme Park. So traffic going on over in that area is already crazy. I'm not sure why they chose this site. Second year in a row it's been at that site. Last year, the traffic wasn't too bad. There is a lot of parking, I'll say that. There's plenty of parking. The hard part is just getting into the parking lot. And when we pulled up, I let the girls off, and B2, my traveling Marley's father, off. They were able to go in there and get the kids situated and set up with their warm-ups so they can go and be ready to compete. But that was just it. It's like it took me so long to get into the parking lot. They were all done warming up and getting ready to check in by the time I even got into the stadium, excuse me. So that was just like madness. And it's like, here's the thing. Once you got into the parking lot, there were AAU and school volunteers that expediently collected the $5 parking fee and got us into parking spaces. They had plenty of parking spaces. It's just two access points into the school parking lots. One was blocked off when it got full. There were like 6 cop cars out there with the lights flashing, but exactly one cop directing traffic. None of that mess had to be happening over there. They probably could have got it all done really easily with 4 cops. They had, did I say one? One cop directing traffic. So that was ridiculous. And that's kind of like my biggest deterrent in trying to get out in there to watch that 400, even though I came down here for a track meet. Um, so we're gonna kind of rest the other sprinters that are running tomorrow in their 100. They got a long jump. We're resting them today, sort of. You know, kids they want to get out and get into stuff. My daughter, we're gonna go to the pool at some point, do the lazy river thing. They want to get some of their friends over here, which is cool. I'm with that. It's the other conundrum with these things. And I joked with my wife, or half joked, because when we come down here, she wants to plan to do the Florida stuff. When I come down here, it's like, okay, get the track in first, or plan the other activities around the track meet. My wife is like, plan the track meet around Florida. And I'm like, anyway, so we butt heads on that one. And so it's like that with a lot of the parents. You know, you got not a lot of time. It's going to be a lot of money, and you got to get it in when you can get it in. And you know, the question is, after you march back and forth in the sun and the heat and stand in all those lines at the parks, how are these kids' legs for running the next day? Which that's the sort of thing I try to avoid. At the same time, I do want the kids to come down and have fun and have it be about something else other than track. So the way our schedule worked out this year, since we didn't come down a few days early, it was kind of like, well, maybe we can see about getting into a park Saturday, depending on if we got kids running in the finals or not. And some of the parents is like, well, we're headed out on Saturday or something to that effect. And we're like, you know, your kid might be in the final, right? You never know. But it's the money, it's, you know, a lot of things go into it. You can't really tell a person how to plan their trip. But at the same time, I told my wife, it's like, I cannot plan. What is that? I said to my wife, it's like, we can't plan on her not making the finals. We have to plan on her making the finals, and if she doesn't make the final, then we can proceed on. Well, obviously, now if we go into a park on Saturday, it's going to be later than in the morning. But the question for us at this point right now is still, are we going? Where are we going Saturday? And the two athletes here are still trying to figure it out. One keeps in mind, keeps saying, Magic Kingdom, no, Universal, no, Hollywood Studio, no, Magic Kingdom, no, one of the water parks, no. Hey, look, I don't care at this point. We got to run Saturday morning, make up your mind, and we'll do the rest. Other plans for today is the laundry day. It doesn't seem like we've been here that long because, well, we haven't, but here's the thing, we gotta pack our stuff up tonight and get ready to check out tomorrow morning, only to move into another unit right over there. Because of the way things worked out, staying through Saturday and Sunday when my wife arrives from Virginia. So, you know, we originally booked this unit only through tomorrow. So yeah, it's laundry day. Make sure we get all of our stuff straight. We got to pack up everything for tonight so we can haul it out to the car tomorrow morning. Maybe even some of it hauled out tonight. 2, check out. 3, go run. 4, come back. Check back in tomorrow night. Maybe figure out what we got to do. It's probably just going to be like a straight relax, turn it back over, ice bath cycle, then get them ready to go again on Saturday because they will have at least one event Saturday, open for 2 events Saturday. So I'm going to sit out here in this patio looking at this Florida morning for a little bit. I'm going to drink my iced coffee and call my wife.
Okay, so it's not quite chaos yet, but that's all right. We got here in pretty good order, got parked in pretty good order. Some miscommunication on my part because I accidentally confused the 80-meter hurdles with the 200-meter hurdles. That's happening at 1 o'clock and not early on. So I accidentally sent some kids. Yeah, accidentally sent some kids on to warm up for the hurdles when they don't hurdle for about another several hours. So over here warming up the 100-meter runners because I don't know how fast those calls are going to come in.
Robert Wright.
Let's go, Surrey!
Let's go fair. Get it fair, get it.
13-year-old 100-meter dash is underway. Top 8 advanced to top by time.
Push fair, push. Push fair. Push.
Taylor, Ramirez, Nixon, and Sheffield.
All right, through 8 heats, she's in 4th place right now. Right now, she's in 4th place in it. It's heat 9. I'm sitting here looking at the clock. All right, all right. We're through 9 heats. We're still in 4th place. And we got 3 more heats left. Hurd is going to beat it. She's going to beat it. Come on, baby. All right, we're in 5th place.
We cannot tell you. They need to be
Yeah. All right, we're all right. Yo, let's go.
Right?
Let's go. Oh, come on. Look. Turn the head. Oh, man.
Over there watching came down. The Taryn was on that final
man.
She got that
Yeah.
now.
Harris, Smith, Garner, Ashford, Couts, Armstrong, Talley, and Berry. In lane 6, that's the Armstrong.
Come on, Marley. Be aggressive, Marley. Sprint.
Armstrong. Unofficially.
Hold on, wait till you go.
Let's go, Marley.
All right, go now.
Don't worry about it.
Let's go, Maul.